much did you spend last year on you? That's the most important thing, on your mind, not on your creature comforts. Once you look at the amount you spent on stuff and measure that up against what you spent on education and training. It's called the E to E ratio, your education to entertainment ratio. Is your education ratio triple of your entertainment budget? If you spent $1,000 last year on entertainment, concerts, and those kinds of things, did you spend $4,000 a year on your mind? Your mind? To get you where you need to go to compete in this racist society that we live in? Because that's what you're going to need. You're going to have to be amazing, because if you're black and mediocre in America, you better leave, because you're going to be marginalized and you're ultimately going to be destroyed. Could you imagine a young brother? 50% of our children are dropping out of high school. High school. The first and foremost responsibility of any culture or race is to educate their children. We're failing at that. 50% of our children are dropping out of a high school. Can you imagine a brother in the 21st century without a high school diploma? Where is that brother going? To jail. They're already building jails for him right now. They have predicted that. So the ones that don't graduate, or the ones that do graduate from high school, half of them can't read at grade level. Most of our kids are graduating reading at somewhere between a 6th and 7th grade reading level. That's a fact. Now, if you have a high school diploma and you go to open enrollment of let's say a historically black college, open enrollment, you don't really need SAT scores, and you're reading at the 6th or 7th grade read level because it's open enrollment, you're not graduating from college. Why? Because the first day of college, you're going to have 4 classes and you're going to have 6 reading assignments. You're going to have to read all night, analyze, and then write. And if you can't read, you can't write. And so pretty soon, you're going to get behind in your reading. And that's why we have, in many of our colleges, 20, 30, 40, 50% dropout rate. It ain't money. They can't read. We can't read. Why can't we read? Because we have some bad habits. We have some very bad habits. And we have some habits that are totally unique to black people. I mean, white people do not have this habit. I'm going to give you one of these habits. White people do not have this. Only black people in America have this habit. Nielsen, the people that measure television viewing, came out with a huge report last year. We ought to be ashamed. African Americans watch 72 hours of television a week. That's 10 hours of television a day. Any Negro watching 10 hours of television a day needs their ass kicked. Really. You're right. You ain't about nothing. You're watching 10 hours of television a day, you're working 8 hours a day, and you're sleeping the rest. You ain't about nothing. So here's a couple of things I'm going to say to you. A, stop it. B, you ain't about nothing. You can't be. And C, we're just waiting for you to die.